What's up, everybody? We're back at the MPL Montreal PKMN League online tournament number 7. Now we've hit top cut. So now our top 8 players from our tournament are now gonna battle it out in order to see who's the very best out of the 8 of them that have made it to top cut. We're following the VGC Series 10 rules, which is 1, no Dynamaxing or Gigantamaxing, and each player is only allowed 1 restricted Pokemon on their team. There's a list of restricted Pokemon, like online, like on the Pokemon website or on one of the sites that gives a list of the VGC rules. Commentating with you, the top 8 is me, Flip, as well as our Ice Gym Leader for our Victory Road Challenge, Mr. Freeze himself, the Ice-type Gym Leader himself.
Hello, guys.
So as you can see, as we did in the previous rounds, we're following through the perspective of Tiddvicious. So, everything that we're seeing on screen right now as we commentate is everything that Tiddvicious is seeing right now. He's streaming it on his Twitch, so you can go to twitch.tv/Tiddvicious, and we're hosting his stream the Montreal Pokemon League's Twitch is hosting his stream. So you can come watch it on our stream, on our Twitch, watch it on his. Either way, it's, fun Pokemon content. In this case, the Pokemon content today is our VGC Series 10 tournament.
Yeah, this is an interesting team dynamic.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
Ryu's
Ditto.
team.
There's a Ditto on the opponent's team.
Yeah. The Ryu is one of the players we haven't seen yet, right? Like, he's, yeah, like you said, this is a real different team from all the other Pokemon that we've seen before, like Ditto, Zacian, Landorus.
I wonder what the moveset Ditto has.
Yeah, sure. I wonder what moveset it wants to. I wonder which Pokemon's moveset it wants to take from Tiddvicious. Am I right? Which one does it want to be today? Does it want to have Rillaboom's moveset? Does it want to have Whimsicar's? It's always gonna change in the middle of the match whenever Ditto comes out. Speaking of which, we'll see which of the 2 Pokemon are gonna come out now. So we've got Landorus and Suicune on Ryu is JustinSnores, so on Justin's side. And on Tiddvicious' side, we've got the good old Whimsicott Eternatus.
Lando on the opposing side.
Yeah. Suicune Lando. Lando was always such a pain to deal with. Has always been.
All you do is Ice Beam.
Yeah, it's come to think of it, it's not even Lando Therian, right? The one that has Intimidate. It's regular Genie Lando. So I gotta admit, I'm really surprised to see that, because that's not the Lando form that I'm used to seeing.
This original form is better.
The Genie one or the Therian one?
The Genie form is not original.
Oh, I thought the Genie form was the original. Okay.
Oh, it showed you what they really look like. The Genie is just like guys.
Oh, okay. Seeing a Suicune with Snarl right off the bat, lowering Eternatus and Whimsicott special attack by 1 stage. So,
Suicune is specialized in special defense.
So even if Eternatus and Whimsicott try to do damage to it, it ain't gonna do that much, right?
It will do damage, but the Suicune won't die 1 hit.
Yeah. And again, it's a pretty bulky guy, so...
Yeah.
Flamethrower and Grass Knot on the Lando, not doing that much as we saw.
Dude.
Setting up the sub. What's this Lando gonna do?
Oh my god.
Okay, this is looking like a supportish Suicune, but I'm wondering what's going on now. Lando's behind a sub. Tailwind is up. On Justin's side. And Eternatus and Whimsicott all now have -1 special attack. And aren't as fast since Justin's used Tailwind. So his guys' speed for 4 turns have doubled. So what do you do against that? What do you do against a Lando behind a sub? I'll admit, I
That's
don't see it
tailwind.
too often. Yeah, I don't see it too often though, so I don't know what kind of move what's he gonna do? Maybe he'll set it up. Oh,
Oh!
I don't
He
know if
has to go.
it was gonna sub Swords Dance. So much for that, because it's just gonna keep using a substitute at this rate thanks to Encore.
He has to. He can't do anything else right now.
That's so dirty, man. That's so dirty.
I bet the opponent feels really disappointed in that.
Oh yeah, going for a nice setup. You know, oh, I'll be able to set up early because I have because I have Tailwind up and I'm behind the sub. Yeah, so much for that. Whimsicott making it so he'll just use another sub.
As I continue with your substitute, you just need to switch it.
At this rate, he's like, yeah, forget this. I'm switching out. Bringing in the Incineroar. Oh, alright. A
Alright.
Pokemon that both Whimsicott and Celesteela don't really want to deal with. Because it's a fire type. And Suicune's just going to keep on Icy Winding, lowering their speed bit by bit. So even when Tailwind wears off, right? It's his guys are still going to be faster.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I won't do much because Pico's not that heavy.
True.
Oh, that's interesting.
VGC. Oh, right. You didn't get to see this when you were fighting. So far, Celesteela
Oh, I
is
actually
MVP.
faced this like this.
Oh.
I faced this Celestia like this.
Oh, man, yeah. In rounds 1 and 2, this was Tiddvicious' MVP. Like, he was just setting up a sub, getting Leech Seed, getting HP back with leftovers too. This Celesteela was not dying, and it was proving to be very annoying to a lot of Pokemon that were trying to take it down. Yeah, switching him out. Doesn't want to give him any more HP back with Leech Seed. Oh,
Take your HP away.
the ability of Intrepid Sword kicking in.
Oh, what's it called with Protect?
Yeah, that's crazy when you think about it, right? Intrepid Sword boosting Zacian's attack when it already has crazy high attack.
It's just a default ability.
I know, it's still pretty nuts though.
And
It
now
gets
we see
even more attack.
substitute. We see substitute on the Adventure side.
What do you think he's gonna do? Encore his own guy to have him substitute? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's one thing you could do. Just sabotage your own team. By encoring your own guy that you substitute. Either you just really want to help yourself lose, or yeah, well, he's setting the Tailwind up, you know, to hopefully. Look at all this. What's going on over here? It's like 3 substitutes already. What? Lando with a sub. Whimsicott now down to Flare Blitz. Celesteela behind a sub. Zacian now behind a sub. What the hell's
Substitute
going
is
on
new
here?
meta right now. It's the new meta right now, the substitute.
It actually is? Substitute's a new meta?
It looks like it, right?
Yo, at this rate, I've never seen so many subs in one match. How do you do that? How do you destroy a Zacian then? How are you gonna get rid of that sub and get to it? Because he already still has a lot of HP anyways.
It's
I guess.
still, it's still something, because no matter what, Eternatus is gonna go first.
True.
Because it didn't get hit.
Tailwind.
Yes, and it didn't get hit by Icy Wind.
Yeah, that's true. And Daniel was able to knock out Incineroar at least, so there's one less Pokemon to deal with. And here comes the Behemoth player. I think this is just gonna. I think
They
this
should
might
name it. They should name it the Giant Fish Blade.
With the way it looks, yeah, actually. After it gets all glowy and stuff, it really turns into. It looks like a giant fish in his mouth, honestly. I want to see if Heavy Slam is going to be enough. Will it be enough to get rid of Zacian substitute? No, it's not. So they're just going to both sit there behind their substitutes. Tiddvicious' Celestial is slowly getting HP back.
We have this.
This is where you need your sound-based moves, right? To go behind the sub and be able to kill, or at least
Is
do
either
damage.
sound-based? Is either sound-based or Urshifu?
Oh, Urshifu can go behind subs with Unseen Fist?
Well, it is Unseen Fist, right?
I thought it was just protect and detect. If it could actually go behind substitute too.
I'm not sure on going behind substitute, but it's
Yeah,
something that would make sense.
maybe. If it actually did though, that'd be nuts. Imagine.
Yeah.
If you can defend against him in any way, he's just gonna hit you straight in the face with a wicked blow. But now Entei is gonna hit Suicune in the face with a stomping tantrum. And it's a crit! Alright. And here comes the berry. It's gonna be it's a citrus berry on him, alright. And another behemoth blade. Another fish blade as you'd call it. Let's see if this is gonna take out. I think this might take out the sub. What do you think?
It's definitely gonna take out the slug.
Ooh, not very effective, but is able to take it out. And the tailwind coming in. Gotta admit, it's actually kind of scary. Because now Zacian has +1 attack, and his speed's doubled. And he's behind a sub. That's, I gotta admit, that's pretty nasty right there.
But Celestia had just put on a Leaf Seed.
That he did. So at least he's gonna get enough HP back, hopefully, to get another sub on.
I see where this is going. This is pretty funny.
Where do you see this going, huh? Where do you see it going?
If Celestia survives, it's just gonna be a monster.
Because then it's gonna have both Pokemon leech seeded, so whatever damage it takes, it's just gonna take it back, right? It's gonna heal it all back. Yeah, that's true. Behemoth Blade doing a little over half to Entei over here. And is this gonna finish it off? Ooh, dog. Just ganging up on that Entei, getting rid of it. Leech Seed activating. Alright, that's a good start. That's a good start. Now he's gonna gain a lot of HP back from
He's gonna
this.
get almost all his HP back.
Yeah.
And
So is this Tiddvicious' last Pokemon, or does he still have one more guy in the back?
That's his last mon.
Yo, so you tell me he's got a, like 1v3?
Yeah.
So he's got a 1v3 Zacian, +1 attack. Suicune. And who's the other guy he has to deal with in the back? Who's the other guy Justin has? Was it the Incineroar?
No, Incineroar got taken out. It's the Lando.
Yeah, that's right. The Lando that got encored from last time. Busting out another sub. Alright. Going for the heavy slam. Just enough to kill the Lando.
This is interesting.
This isn't alright, so this is still a good spot for Tiddvicious because now the Zacian is still leech seeded, which is good.
Yes, and since Beast Food got activated, it boosts their best stat, and for Celestia, it's defense.
So Tiddvicious, yeah, so it's gonna boost his defense by 1. You're saying?
Yes, and Zacian gets boosted by his attack. So you can see the contradictory there, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna. I don't know. Can Justin still pull this off? Because Zacian still does a lot of damage, and since Celestia is not.
You could just stall out at this point.
As you just said that, right? Going for the protect, not risking the sub. You know, doesn't want to give up any more HP than he has to. Whoa. Going behind the sub, so that Zacian doesn't take any damage. But since Celesteela protected, he can't do any damage to Tiddvicious' last mon. I gotta say, this is still pretty close. If he's able to whittle him down, even though he's got the +1 defense boost, Zacian still hits like a truck. Maybe he's still able to get him low enough where Suicune can finish him off. Maybe. We're gonna see right now. See if that fish blade can do enough damage to knock the Celesteela down to a good spot.
No.
I mean, if it did maybe if it did more than that, maybe.
I mean, if it was a crit.
If it was a crit, yeah. Ooh, missing the. Still getting HP back, but maybe not as much HP that Tiddvicious would have liked. Sashi just barely hanging in there, behind that sub.
That's one way to go bypass substitute. Just take their HP away.
Yeah, just leech seed them, right?
He's like, I'm not attacking.
Yes. It's like, screw that. Why bother attacking you? One, you're behind a sub. Two, I'm already doing damage to you with leech seed.
That's combo.
The annoying combo that Justin is now facing. Tiddvicious is Celesteela 1v2ing his Zacian and his Suicune. And he's hitting him with the protect. He was played not gonna connect because of that. Same thing with the skull. Protect. Well, I don't know how to any other way to put it. Protecting against both the moves.
Just imagine if Scald actually burns Celestia.
If it did, that might have changed it a bit. Because it would have negated the leftovers healing at least.
Yes.
We're down to a 1v1. Can Suicune take on Celesteela? Can he do it?
The signature attack with Celestia.
Battle was yes, we won't know.
We'll never find out.
For all we know, right? So far, what we've seen on Justin Suicune is Scald and Tailwind, right? So maybe he decides to forfeit so he doesn't reveal the other moves that his Suicune has. Wants to keep him a secret for game 2.
It's a smart move.
It is. Sometimes, if you give your opponent all your information right off the bat, it might make it easier for them to plan what to do if they know what their opponent's Pokemon has. We're gonna see now we're gonna see what's gonna happen in game 2 between Tiddvicious and Justin. Gotta admit, that was a good comeback.
The question is, are we gonna see that Ditto?
Oh yes, yes, the Ditto.
I really want to see the Ditto.
Maybe he'll bring it so that you're gonna bring your Celesteela, I'll bring my Celesteela too, which is actually Tiddvicious, which he'll copy. Then we'll just have a Celesteela mirror match for all both of them sitting behind subs, leech seeding each other. That'd be pretty funny, but I think that would be a pretty long match.
It's gonna be a big stall match.
Oh, 100%. At that rate, it would probably go to time. Don't forget, with the new rulings, matches are a lot shorter than they used to be.
Matches are maximum 25 minutes.
That's nuts. Like all three games, you mean, right?
Yeah.
That's nuts when you think about it.
No, because it's to stop competitors who purposely bring stall tactics. It's not nuts. It's just that they don't want to see all the stall-based attacks.
Yeah, kind of wanted to have it a bit more fast-paced, right? More action happening.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes for a more exciting match too.
Because if it was 45 minutes, then people would bring in, for example, Blissey, or some Pokemon with giant HP.
Yeah, that's true. And with these rules, and also with these rules, there's no Dynamax either, right? So it's not like you can Dynamax one of your Pokemon to try and one-shot or whittle down the tank or stall Pokemon on the opponent's team as fast as possible.
It changes the whole concept.
Yeah. Definitely encourages people to use some strategies or build their teams in a certain way more than others.
Right off the bat, we see Grass Knot on the Suicune.
Already bringing it down. Was that to like 2/3? That did a lot of damage.
Yeah. It was a crit.
Oh, damn. That's why it was a crit. Because I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whimsicott did a lot of damage there. And maybe he'll go for Grass Knot again. Maybe get another crit and knock it out. We don't know. All in all, a pretty quiet turn outside of that. Let's see what happens in turn number 2. Whimsicott going for another Grass Knot. This time on the Landorus. Okay. And now that Dynamax Cannon kicking in.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that knocked it out? Yeah, that
Yeah.
knocked it out. That knocked it out.
It's funny that Grass Knot, it might be a grass move, but it doesn't apply flying resistance.
Doesn't?
Nope.
Oh, did not know that. Is it because it has to do with the Pokemon's weight more than the Pokemon's
Exactly.
type?
Yep.
Yeah, we learned something new.
So, it's ineffective. Like, it won't say, not very effective.
Keep an eye out for that next time. If I use Grass Knot on a flying type, I did not know that. Damn. Right now we've got Suicune still out in the field. Zacian coming in. So if we got 3 Mons on Justin's side, still 4 on Tiddvicious's.
But it also takes into account that Lando is part of ground. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true because it would make it neutral as a result.
yeah.
Dynamax Cannon connecting on the Suicune. Yo, this Eternatus with Life Orb, Dynamax Cannon. Whoa, you tell me Suicune lived? No way. Suicune lived? Am I seeing it right? He's still on the field. No way. I couldn't even see a pip. I couldn't even see like a little red pip or anything. Holy crap. He actually tanked that. Probably had like 1 HP. Gotta admit, that's pretty wild. Oh. Man. This changes a lot. So Suicune just barely hanging on. Zacian over here with full HP. See how much he has left after a Flare Blitz. Even he's just... Oh, no, he's out. He's out.
He's out.
Yo, I still can't believe it. Suicune lived. And no, not anymore. Okay. All right. Not anymore, but still. Bought itself an extra turn. Hold up. I think Justin's already down to his last guy, isn't he?
It's just the Incineroar right now.
Oh, so this is a 1v3.
He lost his Lando. He lost his Lando. So.
Yup. We never really knew what that Lando did, other than just sub. Who knows what other moves it had.
Here's an interesting theory. You know how this is VGC 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we can't Dynamax. And everyone's playing Eternatus. So Eternatus took all the Dynamax energy and using that to attack.
Sounds like something from this. Honestly, sounds like something that'd be part of the story, like Sword and Shield. That sounds like a whole sub story in itself. Like, oh, all of a sudden, no one can Dynamax their Pokemon anymore because Eternatus is stealing all the Dynamax energy. Honestly, freeze it really does.
That's what it feels like to me because everyone's going Eternatus.
It really is. And dude hits like a truck. I'm wondering if Incineroar is able to pull this back. Because in front of him right now are 2 Pokemon weak to fire, right?
Yes.
But they both protected just now. So so much for getting a hit on any of them. I'm wondering, I think he could still pull it back. The Monza. Oh, Tailwind's petered out. No!
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Justin DC. Oh! No!
That's not
No!
good.
I hate seeing that. I really do.